Our home is our castle, and you want it to be comfortable, but you also want it to be stylish.
And that's precisely what Lazy Boy Galleries is all about. Liz Schlessinger from Lazy Boy is actually here with us today, fresh from the spring market. Now, Liz, thank you for being here.
Yes,
thank you.
We missed
thank you.
you.
Well, thank you.
Explain to our viewers what the spring market is.
Yeah.
Okay, spring market is a gathering of vendors from all over the place, all over the world. They come to Greensboro, North Carolina, which is the largest market there is, and there are stores like Lazy Boy internationally that come, and we view and see what new goods and what's trends and what colors and what's out there, as in furniture, accessories, rugs, art, that type thing. So we go to view it, and then we start picking our things for what our spring and summer fashions are.
So you really get the vibe for what everybody around the country is talking about, which is so great. And how often does the furniture industry actually have markets?
They're going to be every 6 months, so we have them in April and October.
Oh, okay.
So when we went to this market, our corporate designers were already starting to work on the October colors, so they always keep 6 months ahead of it.
Right, like fashion.
Right, exactly, like fashion.
Now let's talk about the various lines for spring.
Yes.
They introduced three particular lines. One's called Bohemian Rhapsody.
Okay.
There is Peapod.
Okay.
And then there is Twilight.
Okay.
Now this one we're looking at right now, this graphic, which one
is this? Is a Bohemian. This is the Demi, this is the one we actually had on the set the first time.
Yes, that looks familiar to me.
Yeah, but see, it's got contemporary feel to the artwork and to the lamps. So it's a real clean, kind of sophisticated look, but still kind of simple in the lines.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. And then this one's a little more dramatic, right?
Right. This is the Laurel. It's got the, of course, the pop of red, and it's got the accent pillows, which are very contemporary. And this probably would also fall in the Bohemian, just because it's our really warm tones that were introduced.
Kind of New Yorky to me. I mean, it reminds me of a New York loft, right? Doesn't it?
Does.
It has that kind of vibe. And now this one, I like that.
Yeah, Metro, right?
That's warm.
This is Metro, and this has got very, very clean lines as well. I like this one because I find it to be a transitional group. I think you can dress it up, dress it down. There's an apartment size group that goes with this. So it's a really versatile group, but this particular one is neutral, and you can go with really dramatic accents with it, or if you want to tone it down, just keep it a very simple palette.
I like how they put a little blue in there. I like that.
Is this one a Zoe group?
This is called Zoe, and this gray in this color of this particular sofa is one of the hot colors right now, because one of the trends in the Twilight is light to dark grays. Now here they've accented with a very soft yellow, and it's just very sophisticated also in that look.
Feels warm to me.
Exactly. And I like that sophisticated look combined with a pop of color, and giving it just a little extra edge, but also keeping it warm. I mean, and that's hard. It's hard to look warm and comfy and still stay kind of edgy and trendy. And it's
cool
kind of
and
nice.
warm.
Yeah, it's a nice combo. And I want to focus on the fact that you mentioned there's three prominent trends that are basically dominant throughout all the home furnishings and the industry. So let's talk about them individually.
Okay. The first one is called Bohemian Rhapsody.
Okay.
And
like the song.
It is. It's a traditional and modern groupings that are fused together. It's exotic spice tones with cool neutrals.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay.
The palette includes like cognac, brick, and golds. As you can see on the screen, it's got that real array of all those warm tones. They're inspired by embroidered fabrics, tribal designs, and cultural trends. And basically what happens is it takes the old world settings into a modern setting. So it just combines the two.
You know what? When you just said that to me, you know what that sounded like to me? Like you were describing New Mexico. Taking old world trends and putting them into a new setting, that's what New Mexico represents to me. So I think that's really interesting. Okay.
Now we got Peapod here, right?
Okay, Peapod. This is a non-traditional, more fashion-forward and decorative trend. Intense teals gives us images of the rainforest, so that's going to give us a really cool,
that is awesome.
soft palette. Teal, jade, and turquoise, it's a natural progression for the spa effect.
Look at those colors,
They're lush, abstract, and organic, which gives us a peaceful, calming environment.
Wonderful. Yeah, it is calming.
And look at that palette. I mean, I just think it just flows. So you can pick any of those colors, and they're a great balance for each other.
That one's that's kind of springy to me. That one, see, that one says spring. The other one felt a little bit more wintry to me. That one was a little more spring to me. Now, this is interesting. What's this one all about?
This is Twilight.
This is Twilight,
Okay.
right? Okay, and these are neutral tones of grays.
That's my favorite so far.
And black is in the forefront. They range from light grays to dark grays. That's sort of the new version of shabby chic.
Okay.
Shabby chic.
Shabby chic.
And it includes cottons, linens, and simple patterns of black. It's also going to be a collection of black and white photos, stamps, and what they're calling French laundry trend, and newspaper prints.
See, that would be so helpful to have, so that way I can decorate my house and know all this information. That's wonderful.
Right.
That's so wonderful.
So
it is cool.
And what we did is on this last one, on the Twilight, you can see the color palette on that.
Yes.
This is one of the fabrics that we're going to be bringing in to the store on our.
You actually brought with us here,
right?
On the set.
So that's the Twilight. Actually, Nikki, you and I are sort of wearing Twilight colors.
Right.
We totally are. I love
but this is going to be sort of a sophisticated upscale with nickel. In the show at Market, they showed it with black crystal chandeliers.
See, that's my favorite so far. It's very classy.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
And of course, you know where to go to get all of these designs and who to talk to. And if you don't feel comfortable doing it on your own, what's so fantastic about Lazy Boy is that you can get somebody like Liz specifically to come in and do this for you. And she's an interior designer. She's fabulous. And you can find Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries at 5004 San Mateo Northeast, as well as at 3750 Ellison Northwest. So you can find 2 galleries right here in the city of Albuquerque. And I highly recommend it. There are so many options, and you're talking to the fashion guru when it comes to furniture. Thank you so much, Liz, for being with us. Really helpful. And there's really not much that's more important than the air we breathe in our homes, too. So just ahead, Kristen and Michael will be delving into the air quality inside your home with an expert who will tell us exactly what we need to know to breathe easy.